Hello, you guys. This is Essie, the homeless woman. I did not get dressed today. It's been raining all day. It's actually 12 midnight, so it is technically it's Tuesday. But so Sunday it rained most of the day, and then today Monday it's been raining all day. And so it's just one of those days. I just did not feel like getting dressed. I got up very late. So I have on my nightgown. I just put my coat on and I went and got me something to eat through the drive-thru. I didn't comb my hair. I got something covering my hair. So I just went and got me something to eat through the drive-thru. Then I went to my storage unit, used the restroom. And so I'm sitting here in the shopping center where I sleep at. But what I want to talk about is yesterday I recorded a video about the white SUV, and because it did something that let me know confirmation, because I was 100% sure about the silver Hyundai, which when I uploaded that video it stopped following me. So but I wasn't 100% sure about the white SUV. But now I'm 100% sure about the white SUV, because when I uploaded that video that I addressed to Marietta PD, the white SUV did not come around for 2 nights. After that, I uploaded that video, and then it started back coming around. So, but it did something last night. It moved after I got in my car. But anyway, I'm gonna upload the video, and I will upload that video first. What the white S and I explained everything in that video, what the white SUV did. And so this is another video I want to talk about, because I have been under surveillance. Well, I say stalking and harassing, but I know the term they use is surveillance. So I've been under surveillance for almost 8 years. It started in the spring of 2016, and what prompted it was because I called 911 on a police officer. I yelled at dispatch. So all of this is revenge, nothing else but revenge. So the police, in my heart, I know the police have to use something. They just can't just start watching you and surveillancing you and doing all this stuff just for no reason. They have to have something on the books to say, this is why we doing this to her. So I believe the reason why they're doing what they're doing, they're using drugs. You know, typical. I'm a black person, typical. Okay, so my packages have been coming to me open for a while now. And I really got the strong feeling in my heart that my mail was being intercepted by the police. That maybe, I don't, because I looked it up, I Googled it. They said that the police had to have a warrant, but I also found areas where the police do not have to have a warrant. So in the fact that they're so-called investigating me for drugs, that gives them, I guess, the so-called right to intercept my mail, my packages and stuff. So my packages have been coming to me opened. The city I'm at, they have a main post office, and then there's another post office. In the other post office is the post office with all the P.O. boxes. The main post office do not have P.O. boxes, but everything goes to the main post office first. Also, that's where the mail trucks park, and then everything gets dispersed out through Marietta from that main post office. So any packages or anything I get comes to that main post office. Then someone drives it to the other post office with the P.O. boxes. So I believe my mail is being intercepted at the main post office. I just got a feeling that's where it's happening at. And so my packages have been coming to me open. I have noticed, because recently I got a couple of Amazon packages and those were not open. I was surprised they were not open. So I'm guessing that the packages that don't say Amazon on them is the ones that's being opened, because I have gotten brown boxes. They're open, look like somebody had opened it and looked in it. I have gotten packages from other, when I order stuff from other places, it's open, completely open. And so this been happening for a while. So I told you guys that I got a birthday card from my mother Thursday when I went to my P.O. box, and that the envelope was open. It was a blue envelope. And you know how the traditional cards look when you send off a birthday card or a Christmas card. You could tell, because some of the cards are colorful and stuff, so you could tell there's a card in there. So my mother had put two $100 bills in there. I believe it was $200 bills. I'm not sure. I know when I opened it, it was only $100 bill in there. She told me she put two in there. So when I went to check my P.O. box, the envelope is in there and the flap is wide open, sitting wide open. So I don't know if the police department intercepted that mail. I don't know. I can't say that they did, because I do know that the post office employees do steal money out of envelopes. But you know, it's when I talked to my mother tonight and we talked about it. And so that's when I told her that my packages have been coming to me open. And you know, when I thought about the letter and that the $100 was taken out, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired of this. I really am. I'm tired of them. And I told her about the packages and all of it together. Just, you know, the fact that we pay taxes and law enforcement is supposed to do their job, and their job is to enforce the law and not to be a type of people that get revenge on a citizen because they said something that they didn't like. But this is what we have in this United States. And when I think about the things that's going on in the United States, because Yahweh has been revealing a lot of things that's going on in the United States that's being covered up. I mean, it blows my mind, the things that I'm hearing that is going on in the United States. It blows my mind. And I think to myself, these people can't be human. These people that's doing this thing to the citizens, they cannot be human. How can they be human? You know, these are evil, demonic people. And some of them not even human. I mean, some of them are really not human. And I think to myself, I say, you know what? Some of these non-human people are on the police force. And I'm like, what they doing to me is nothing. It is nothing compared to what other people are going through. So for them to do this to me, it's just a little, I mean, to them it's nothing, because they have done and they have seen way more than what I'm complaining about. Following me, going through my mail before it comes to me, when there's much more things I'm sure that they are involved in that's way, way, way worse. So I know that Murrieta Police Department watches my YouTube channel. So yeah, I just wanted them to know, and I wanted you guys to know, because I want to start recording everything. I wanted you guys to know that I believe that they are intercepting my packages, and they have been doing it for a while. I just haven't said anything. I've been keeping it to myself, but a lot of my packages come open, especially the ones that don't have Amazon on it. So if I get another package in the mail, because I want to order some more stuff, and if it comes open, I record it for you. um, I probably will go up to, I probably turn on the cell phone when I go up to the counter to pick up my packages, because I don't want people to think that I opened it and then turned on the camera, because you know how people are. So the next time I pick up package, I will record it, and if it's open, then you will be able to see that when the mail person hands it to me. But yeah, so this is just, it's crazy. I really think it's spiritual, because I mean, almost 8 years. And you would think that these people would let up. That's why I say I really think some of these people are not human. And I'm talking about people that work on the police force. I really think some of them are not human, because the things that I see police do, I be like, how can you treat somebody like this? And then come to find out that everyone walking around you is not human. They do not have a soul. I mean, literally. Yahweh's spirit is not in them. So, yeah. So since I know they watch the channel, yeah, I've been thinking that you guys have been intercepting my packages and opening them and going through them. And you haven't found any dope yet. And you have not found no dope in almost 8 years. And you would never find no dope unless you plan it on me. And I really don't think it's about dope. I really think it's just an excuse to harass me. Because that's one thing that I have totally been against my whole life. And that is dope. I feel like this. If your life is bad, if you think your life is so horrible that you have to do dope to cope, if you do dope, it ain't gonna get no better. So if your life is bad and you decide that you want to do dope just to ease your pain, your life ain't gonna get no better with doing dope. And that's a fact. I have seen people life. It's sometimes you have to experience things for yourself. And then sometimes you could just look at other people and you be like, okay, thank you. I don't need to experience that myself. And that's one thing that I don't need to experience. And that's doing dope. I don't need to experience that. I have seen that if you do dope, you're going to go down even further. So, and also I think that when you do dope, you open yourself up to demonic invasions. You're not in your right mind. And then a lot of these people that's selling these dope, they might be putting witchcraft on this stuff. Who knows? Because I know they do that with music. They do satanic, I don't even know what you would call it, on the music. And so this stuff can affect your life. Like if you sitting up there listening to something they have put a satanic something on it, and you constantly listen to it. Like I had watched this video, and it was a black man, and he was in the bed. He said it was this particular, I think it was a rap song. He said that he really liked this rap song, right? So he was listening to it all day, all day. Then when he went to bed, he had the thing on his ears, and he was listening to it, and he was asleep. It was dark in his room, and he was just listening to this song over and over and over and over again. And he said that he felt like his insides was being ripped inside out. And he said that he knew it was the music, that song that he was listening to. It brought some demonic spirits to him. And so I believe that dope does the same thing. When you put dope in your body, you open yourself up to demonic spirits. I am 100% against dope. Using dope, selling dope. So the fact that they would use dope, it's the same old trick in the book, that they always use against black people. That's the number one thing that they're always going to use against. These people don't even get creative. They always, if it's a black person, that's the first thing that they're going to use. Oh, your suspicion of dope selling. Like, I was watching a video of the Atlanta airport. It's a lot of black people live in Atlanta, wealthy black people that live in Atlanta, and they travel from Atlanta to LA. We got the film industry out here, Hollywood and stuff like that. So they do a lot of traveling from Atlanta to LA. But see, they're not doing it at the LA airport. Maybe not as big as at the Atlanta airport. So at the Atlanta airport, they stop a lot of black men if they know they are traveling from Atlanta to LA. They stop them. They're also looking at their shoes. They're looking at the expensive bags that they're carrying. And then they stop them, and they're saying we're doing like a random search for drugs and all that stuff. And what they find is they don't find any money. They don't find any drugs. They find money. And they taking the money from black people. And I told you guys that they doing this at the airport to black people. They even doing this on the road when you're traveling from state to state. They putting over not only black people on the road, but other people too. And they asking you questions. Do you have this in the car? Do you have money on you? And they take it. If you tell them you got money, they're going to take it. So I also saw a documentary in the past where this boy got on the train and they did him like that. They took his whole money, all his money. I think he had $8,000. They took all his money. So that lets me know, okay, they're doing it on the airlines. And I heard that if you're in the United States, that you can carry as much money you want to carry with you if it's a domestic, from state to state. If there's no limit on the amount of money that you can carry with you. So they're doing it on the airlines. They're doing it on the road. They're doing it on the train. So I can't believe this car just parked right here and shined its lights all in my face. I don't have I can't stand when people do that. But anyway, this is what happening to a lot of black people. So when I call stuff out, when I see the injustice that's done to black people, and it has been done to black people for years and years and years in this country. Somebody just sent me a message on one of my videos, because I've been putting out these shorts, and I've been talking about racism. And so they're going to send me a comment on another video that don't have anything to do with me calling out racism, and say, I like how you turn off your comment sections on the videos that you're being racist on. This is what they say. This is the trick that they use to get you to shut up about racism. I'm not going to shut up about racism, because racism is not going to stop in this country until Yahweh destroys this country. So if you're going to continue to be racist towards me, I'm going to continue to talk about racism. And you can say I'm racist all you want. It's not working. I'm not shutting up about racism. I'm so sick of racism. 50 years old. The first time racism knocked on my door, I was around 10. That's early to start dealing with racism, don't you think? And so for 40 years dealing with racism, I'm fed up with racism. What have I done, or what have any black person done to be treated a certain way because they're black? Because they're the color that Yahweh created them to be. So when you hate black people, when you're racist toward black people, you giving Yahweh that same hatred. You giving the creator that same hatred that you giving towards black people, because the creator is the one that created us. So if you hate me because my skin is brown, because I'm not black. So if you hate me because my skin is brown and any other black people in the world, that same hatred is towards the creator. And I bet you a lot of people, because I have had Caucasian people they call themselves Christians, but you can clearly see that they racist. I'm like, what? The love of the Heavenly Father is not in you. You don't have the Holy Spirit in you. So you can call me racist all you want, but when you stop being racist towards me, then I'll stop calling out racism. Because that's what they call it, reverse psychiatry, however you call that, when you trying to trick someone. I'm not stupid. Yeah, I stopped talking about it when y'all stop being racist towards me and other black people. Then I stopped talking about it. But yeah, so the same old trick. Black people and drugs. Black people and drugs. Never did drugs a day in my life. And if I don't do drugs, I sure ain't gonna sell drugs, because I don't believe in destroying other people's lives. Look what crack did to the black community. I would never. First of all, Yahweh is watching me. It don't matter about who else watching me. Yahweh watching me. And Yahweh have a heaven and hell to put me in. So I just wanted to make this video to let you guys know that they have been intercepting my mail for a while. I don't feel like talking about the police all the time, so sometimes I do a video and I talk about them. Then I go into other stuff and talk about other stuff, and I don't even bring them up because, you know, it's evil. It's hatred. With racism, this country, the world, you say racist, right? Or racism, but it's hatred. Bottom line, it is hatred. It is evil to hate someone because Yahweh, the creator, have made them with brown skin or with black skin. It is hatred. It is evil. That's what it is. Bottom line. But they make up a term called racist and racism just to make it sound better. But I know what it is. Okay, you guys. I don't know what else I'm finna do. I already ate around like what 3 or 4 hours ago. And if I go get me something else to eat, I gotta take my medicine. If I go get me something else to eat, I'm probably just gonna go through the drive-thru, Jack in the Box or something. And because I can't go to Denny's. I don't have on. I'm not dressed properly. So I will see you guys in another video. I still have to make the video about the demonic encounters I had and the godly encounters. And I had wrote down some other things I wanted to make a video about. I also wanted to make a video about the name of Yahweh, because I hear people always say, oh, he know who I'm talking about. I'm like, what? Oh, God got a lot of names. He know who I'm talking about. I'm like, but you give other people the respect to call them by their name. So if someone's name is Vanessa, right? And I call them Kimberly, and they're going to turn around, what they're going to do, they're going to correct me. Oh, my name is Vanessa. So then, right? So if you correct someone and tell them to call you by your name, then why is it that the Heavenly Father can be called anything? Oh, he know who I'm talking about. It's like I'd be wanting to say, no, your name is Kimberly. That's what I'm gonna call you from now on. You know who I'm talking about. Right, so I wanted to make a video about that. But it's about to be 26 minutes, so I'm gonna have to let you guys go, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.